Okay, welcome to another episode of Eric and Val. And this channel is basically starting to head in the direction of just us realizing that we just need to rant
Yeah.
together because you know we've been this is only like our 10th video maybe, or no, not even that, um 8th.
Yeah. Something like that.
And the more planning we try to do, the more we realize that it's a waste of time.
Yeah,
And
because we're sitting here having a great conversation and bringing up crazy awesome stuff, and then we're not recording it. So
yeah.
we're going to do just
Oh,
free
I
rants
gotta
more
get this fruit.
often.
I gotta talk about. I might have got it, fruit fly. Um, yeah.
So,
So we're talking about person,
hmm
and we came to the conclusion just now that the topic is so big, yet so small. If you actually reach the finish line with this knowledge, it's simple.
yeah.
But the actual journey to get to that finish line, it took me 10 years.
Well, yeah, it's because the finish line is so simple,
Yeah.
but this world tries to confuse the crap out of it
Yeah.
to where you have no idea about what actually is truth.
Obfuscation is the word. Everything is, I mean, the truth is right there,
Yeah.
but nothing but deterring you away, making you look over here, making you look over there.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is so simple that, I mean, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll tell you. I'll bring you all the way to the finish line. Man is simply the creation of God,
Yes.
the highest creation of God in physical reality, and the raw man given dominion over the earth. Okay, it's real simple.
Mm-hmm.
Real simple. No titles, no ranks, nothing on paper.
Yeah.
That's why I like the word pagan. I think it actually means, like etymologically, it means like a man of the page, like hence pagan.
That'd tell you right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So an entity that exists in commerce on paper, right? Pagan.
Yeah. Totally just anti God the creator.
Yeah. And so we're going to be making pretty much nonstop videos about what a person is,
Mm-hmm.
and with the end goal of I guess inspiring enough fellow men and women
Yeah, don't
to
say
I know that
we can say people.
people, but even that is like,
Uh,
I think that even that has like a reference to the civil people,
yeah.
which are like civilians, which are like the lowest class of basically the lowest rank in a legal society
Oh wow. Okay.
or a jural society, some society ruled by paper, pagans. So I'm gonna be like real careful with words, and when you hear me hesitating with what I'm saying, is because my mind is like
There's just so many
it's saying,
terms that you shouldn't say.
yeah. And that even gets, I mean, we can even go all devolve. We can go all the way down to just the fact that here we are speaking English, and honestly, mostly thinking in English,
Yeah.
unless I'm like, thinking about something really abstract, like a mechanical design,
Yeah, correct.
which that's dealing more
Something material
more
and
with
physical.
motion rules and physics. I'm not thinking in English there, but
Yeah.
if we're thinking and speaking in English, well, okay, let's dissect the word English. English is angle, Engel, I think, angle. So that's angle, and I don't know which language. It goes to a language like Swedish or some old English. That's angel. It means angel. Okay, the eng in English etymologically back traces to mean angel. And yes, the biblical understanding of angel, the beings that are created just above man. Okay. And then ish, the second part of English, ish, Hebrew, means spirit of man. And so in Genesis 6, how it clearly says, and all more specifically in detail in the book of Enoch, it explains how fallen angels mixed with spirit of man. So somehow their DNA and ours mixed. And of course, this gets into Genesis chapter like 1 or 2 or whatever. Then when Lucifer
came in the garden,
hooked up with Eve, and that right there, that was fallen angel mixed with ish, spirit of man.
Yeah.
And so almost like right off the bat, we are English. And that's why to this day in 2022, English is at least attempting to be the quote world language. In other words, the Tower of Babel is attempting to be like reformed. All of man in Babylon was rallying together and trying to be like God, and they were having one common language.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing today with the global everything.
Everything English. You listen to so many international business owners, international forums, whether it be purely for private business stuff or for government groups, G whatever. It's everything is always in English, period. And most of these foreign countries, again, both in government, but everyone like knows English. They try to speak it. But actually, that's another reason why I love Putin, because he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
Or like even listen to it. He has like a translator. I mean, you can tell he can understand the basics, when he's doing an interview.
Oh yeah, but he fully lets the interpreter like do their thing.
Yeah.
And he doesn't recognize that he knows English at all.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny watching him.
But clearly he gets the basics. Just like virtually everyone in Mexico knows the extreme basics of English. Virtually everyone. They all have TVs. They're all reading American stuff, right? Watching American everything. God, I mean, so yeah, this topic is so big. We can just deviate and deviate and deviate and deviate. But then again, to come back, the truth is so simple that it's just the creation by what we call God that is just a little lower than the angels, as it's put in the Bible. Okay, that's it. So I mean, but in general, we're going to be going on and on. So I will actually go to Black's Law, 4th edition today, just to have some concrete things to point to. No, I don't really need to. Well, actually, yeah, but let me see. It's on page 1299. Yeah, you can switch me there. I'll bring this up. So there's definitely some interesting stuff in this Black's Law, 4th edition. Is it here? No, that's 1300. Oh, wow. Did it actually change page numbers because I rescaled? Element, no. Oh my gosh, I'm actually not going to be able to find it right away.
Well, that's fine.
I took the page number down and everything.
What were you going to?
Person. Oh, geez, I'm almost there. PER. Here it is. I'm actually here now.
Okay.
Oh, that isn't directly related to the page number on the PDF. Okay. So person. I'll just actually read the first sentence here because that kind of is everything. Well, it gets cut straight to the heart of it. So it is a man, period. No, just kidding. It doesn't say it's just a man, but it says a man considered according to the rank he holds in society, with all the right to which the place he holds entitles him, and the duties to which it imposes. So there's a whole lot going on there, and your average everyday Joe is going to come in and be totally confused because they don't even they're not even beginning to comprehend legalese. So there's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So you can't just say it's a man because the sentence continues.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a man plus, so a man considered according to the rank he holds in society. So to bring that back to paraphrasing in real words, it's a man that has a rank in society.
Yeah. Like you have to be a part of society.
Yeah. And now that brings a massive deviation right there in the conversation because, well, they're just using the word society. Well, what the heck does that mean?
Yeah.
And I actually did a video on this years ago, and in the legal system, that can be construed as meaning, in short, the jural society. So they're basically paraphrasing there because here we are within the legal system itself, looking at the legal definition of that word.
Yeah.
So jural society, what is that? Well, it is just the basically I don't even know.
Well, I looked up. So society in the legal definition is a number of persons united together by mutual consent.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. So it's pagans. It's all people that have agreed to stuff, and it's a make-believe world.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's not the real world. It's not the real world. It's not just, remote tribe that's never seen white man going and hunting boars and making pots,
Yeah.
boiling water on fire, like real basic things. It's not that. That is not a society in the context of this jural society.
I'm trying to remember this one video I watched not too long ago. They were talking about how we've been ushered into a secret society almost in a sense without knowing it.
You could say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's everything, as you've alluded to there, is by consent. And how do we get our recorded consent? Well, that's what your signature is.
With a person.
It's like a evidence of your historical consent at one point in the past.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's funny that the word signature is it's so close to sin nature.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Like your sin nature is like wanting to motivate you to act outside of natural law, like God's law, God's just basic truths for you. So it's wanting to like try to make you live without God.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, what are you going to do? The first thing you're going to do is try to create your own God.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the state.
Yep.
It's called the jural society.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that ironic? The first thing a man, a natural person, a natural man,
mm-hmm.
the first thing a natural man is going to do, I swear, they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, now we have to make our own God. And that's what they do throughout the Bible.
Yep.
You notice when Moses got the Israelites like finally physically out of Egypt.
Yeah. And that's the first thing they do.
Just across the river. No, even if this is allegory,
mm-hmm.
It's allegory for a reason.
Yeah.
It's telling a story about the nature of man.
They build a golden calf, which you could see as just them worshiping money.
Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah. So and it's literally the first thing they do.
Yeah.
They decide to reject God because, well, I mean, we can't theorize about exactly how the conditions were there, but yeah, so they left their previous god, which was Pharaoh,
Mm-hmm.
and they felt that void. And since they were not like internally seeking the true God, like Moses and all the, all the prophets and,
Mm-hmm.
etc., then something will either come to fill that void, someone else's God or someone else that's claiming to be above you.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fill the void.
Yeah.
That's why everyone out there is so wanting to go along with I'll just say the phrase, the mandates. If your God is telling you to do something, if you're a good follower, you're going to do it.
Yep. And most people claim to be a good person and they just want to follow the rules.
Exactly. Yeah. So we could continue on here with this definition in Black's Law. The first sentence there is, pretty complete. It flat out says it. I mean, it's a man that's in a jural society of any rank, and I like that it actually expounds on the fact that it is with that rank that he has rights and duties. So things he is allowed to do because of the rank. So the rank comes with, this collection of rights
Yeah.
and this collection of duties. It's not that the man is assigned the rights and duties and also given as like a sibling concept, a title. No, the title brings
Brings the rank and the duties.
the rights and the duties. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another interesting part of, so this just has a lot of like examples here, and one actually very interesting part here is near the end of the definition. So the definition goes on for like, yeah, it's a solid page in this book.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what it says here. A person is such not because he is human. Well, that gives kind of a lot of the actual understanding of it away right there.
Yeah.
So to paraphrase that for someone who's not very good at just English comprehension, what that is actually saying is not all humans are persons. That's what that's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So a person is such not because he is human, but because rights and duties are ascribed to him.
Yeah.
Through one of the titles. The person is the legal subject. That means the basically the someone who's under someone else's rule.
Yeah. Yeah, I instantly thought like a slave.
Yep. And I think it even goes to the I mean, it's the whole ruler, like literally king.
Well, yeah, so that's what made me think too. Like the queen has subjects.
Yeah.
That do things for her.
So they're the king or queen, they're like making rules. And just like the rules of English sentence structure, there's a subject that the statement of the sentence is applying to.
Yeah.
Okay. So the person is that. The person is that which to which the rights and duties are attributes. Or substance of which the rights and duties are attributes. Yeah.
Yeah, the subject.
And it says, and this might be here a segue to this other document I've got up here. human being.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to talk more on.
Yeah,
That was really
there's some more
interesting.
interesting stuff in there, because what you end up with, if you stick with legal dictionaries, you eventually hit a self-referential circular reference to man, human being, person, man, human, like this big tangled mess that it just keeps on going in a circle.
Yeah.
And I really like this guy's videos. I just discovered this guy's channel right now. The channel is called, what is that? The Mer, Ru to You, and Yasha 2. Okay.
Hmm.
If you want to fly under the radar, you name your channel something like that. Because I'm never going to be able to be like, oh, bro, have you heard about the Mer, Ru to You, and Yasha?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So just as, we're terrible at marketing, but this guy's even worse. But he's awesome. This guy's awesome. He really gets it as well. He's one of the very few that have crossed the finish line, comprehends this stuff fully, 100%.
Yeah, so go into what a human is.
And so one of his videos is, it's basically him covering this document here. And, well, first of all, so I'll stick a little bit longer in Black's Law for just a second, because, man. So, okay, follow this line of thinking here. So, definitions are everything. So we're going to first stay longer in the dictionary for just a second. So it says a man here. Literally in the definition of a person, it says a man, and then all the stuff we've gone over. Okay, if a dictionary uses a word and that same dictionary defines that word, you have to actually go look at that definition to get the true understanding. So
of what the sentence structure
of what
is,
the sentence means.
Yeah.
Because according to Black's, just to use another extreme ludicrous example, if in Black's Law 4th a man is a purple elephant, then that is what a man is, period.
Yeah.
Okay, really need to go all the way insane there just to really, really be concrete about this. So let's see if my attempt to have this page number recorded is actually.
Does it matter if it says right there that the man isn't in all caps? Would that make a difference?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I just noticed that and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because all of these.
Because all the definitions are in
caps here.
all caps.
And that's another mega load of video rantings right there, just talking about the whole capitis diminutia stuff.
If you read just the beginning of Black Law's dictionary, it goes into all of that and how their usage of capital letters, and then they went to all lowercase, and then they went back to all cap. Like it explains kind of why they did it a little bit, but it's still so confusing.
It's something like,
it's so dumb.
Capitis maximus diminutia or something like that.
They all use it.
Basically, like the more capitalized something is, the further it is away from the real.
Yeah.
the more degraded it is. Anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, man, here it is. It says a human being, a person of the male sex. Interesting that this is where it gets into the constant circular reference.
Back to a person,
right?
I know, I noticed that.
Whoa. Like, here we are in this, like, basically like the pinnacle of intelligent man, a legal dictionary, and it's got a circular reference in it. Okay. So clearly there's some, what this other guy was calling like a non-definition going on.
Yeah.
Where in the end, the legal system isn't for man. It's not dealing with man. It's not limiting man, giving man right. So in the end, we're really way far off in another land right now. We're in another world.
Yeah.
So, and in that other world, that's why their definitions are ludicrous and don't make sense in our world, the world of living men and women and God and the Holy Spirit being in us, and that being what a natural law actually is.
Yeah, but of course, their ruler likes to use things that sound like what we think they should be and confuse everyone.
Yes.
Into the complete inversion of everything, just like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. And in the end, after you're in this for 10, 15 years, like me, you come to the conclusion that everything is simply inverted.
Mm-hmm.
The world says black, now I see white. Whatever they say,
just flip it.
Just flip it. They say, it's literally everything. Don't even need an example because it's literally everything. Doctors are good. Lawyers are there to protect you, and all this stuff. Everything's exactly the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the reason I wanted to go here and reveal in this concrete recording in this dictionary that it says a human being here is because that'll segue us over to this other write-up. And just for the smart, the big brainer out there that's thinking, well, shouldn't you look up human being in Black's Law? Okay, I did, and it's not there.
Yeah.
So that's why we're ejecting now from this circular reference. So if we were to stay within Black's Law, we and stick with this reference of the person right here, we would infinitely be stuck in this circular reference. So
you would not grow,
and you wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't come to an understanding.
You'd have no comprehension ever. So
it's all about confusion.
So yeah. Phil Collins, this is the land of confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yes, this is what he was talking about in that song.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about non-trivial things. He was actually talking about commerce and law and money and these kind of things in that song. That's why the whole song is filled with like political figures and stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, the music video.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's go here. Human being. So I didn't actually like spend a whole bunch of time on this. I just noticed that one really great guy that the Murr. I just noticed that he had the link to this in his description of this video here.
Okay.
And he did it perfectly when he starts talking about this. His commentary is perfect, but his commentary is not needed. The document here is great. And apparently this was by Randy Lee in the Christian Jural Society News. So isn't that just more evidence there that this Jural Society is this like special thing created by man? Again, it's not like just the existence of physical man and many of them in a geographical area. That's not a Jural Society. A Jural Society is these written rules, a group of men creating their own God.
Yeah.
And all collectively agreeing on that God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Jural Society. Okay. But apparently, whenever this was written, which I suspect was 1800s, 1900s, I don't know. Okay, he's making a reference to 1933. I don't know. It's. Is there a date on here? Actually, there's a phone number and stuff, so I suspect maybe this isn't like super old. Anyway, I like that this guy opens up with from Ballantyne's Law Dictionary, 1948 edition. Human being is defined as follows. 2 words. Sea, monster. Not sea monster, but look up monster. And then from the same dictionary, monster definition is a human being by birth, another deviation, a commercial word there, but in some part resembling a lower animal. Lower animal. Interesting. So just more confusion in this land of confusion. Yeah. So he says this is an unusual definition, but like all law dictionaries on this subject, a non-definition. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because when that world is attempting to define something that doesn't exist in that world, all you're ever going to end up with is a non-definition. Just like someone may try to verbally explain what ultraviolet light looks like when we can't even see it.
Yeah.
Technically, UV light is not even something considered to be like within man's reality.
Well, yeah, you can't see it with the naked eye.
Can't see with the naked eye. It's off in its own world.
Yeah.
/ vibration range. You know, like some people will see the parallel Earths as like having a different vibration signature or something, and so there's like there's like an infinite number of parallel realities, and they're all vibrating slightly differently on a different carrier frequency or whatever. So that's how I see this. Is this legal system is a whole other world with their own God, their own rules, their own hierarchies. So they will never be able to. So this is kind of like a fruitless venture, but we kind of have to go here and uncover that truth. Because if someone like I did, I mean, I jumped in with no guidance, reading Black's Law, reading whatever I could find over the many years.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to realize this, that all you ever will end up with is somehow an admission that it cannot be defined. The person or man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Man. Yeah. Because a man doesn't exist in the Jural society.
Yeah, a living, breathing, real man.
Just man, naked man, without a ring, without a mask.
Yeah.
So much like Tom Cruise going to that party in Eyes Wide Shut, all the participants had masks on. So, and it's almost like they, at least for the first part of the party, it's almost like they didn't recognize just plain man. You had to be some kind of a masked entity. That's the Jural society. Everyone's just holding up their rank and their legal fiction. You know, to use my analogy continually, everyone's just holding up their silver thimble, pointing at the game board of life, saying, "Oh, look at me! I've got 2 hotels over here, 4 families over there. Look at me and look at my silver thimble. It's kicking ass."
Yeah.
That's the Jural society. That's as the Bible calls it, that's the world.
Yeah.
And so
look at where you are when you don't put your thimble down. You're not playing the game, you're up in the heavens.
Yeah. If you don't play the game, that's when you're a man or a woman. Well, I just say man in general, just man.
Well, you had mentioned earlier that it's a separation of saved and unsaved.
That's one reason why I like this doc here is, well, I'll make sure that this is in the description. I'll go and read this, but
does it say in there?
Here we go. Yeah, it quotes 1 Corinthians 3:14. Oh, and I should say that here natural man. With natural man being the same as natural person. Yeah, I don't want this video to be super long. We're going to try to keep these like rants on the person with
Yeah.
under like half an hour, but we're going to
Mhm.
do them frequently.
Yeah.
So I want people to get like hooked on our commentary and just, you know, keep on listening and not to make like 3-hour mega videos.
Yeah.
So I'll
I
kind of
agree.
glaze over this and basically go read this doc. It basically sums up that there are two types of persons, like even in the Jural Society. There's a natural person and
Mhm. I saw that.
what's the other one? Natural person and they'll say artificial person.
Yes. There
Which
you
is
go.
like, to sum it up, that's something that is obviously just a business.
Yeah.
And a natural person is something that, as we would see, that's like a mask that a man can put on.
Mhm.
The mask is the natural person.
Mhm.
Okay, so just in extreme summary. But then to segue that reference of the natural man in the Jural Society to 1 Corinthians 3:14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So, I mean, I just like that how all these thousands of years later, the Bible's translated English words just freakishly like align in with perfect confirmation of these two worlds.
Mhm. Yep.
So the natural man, natural person, in other words, and in many legal dictionaries, I'm sure it does say natural man.
No. It defines a person as an artificial
So it just sticks with person, natural person.
or natural person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that can confuse people. Like that one guy that we were watching, I think he was adhering that the natural man is someone outside the legal system. I swear that's what he was emphasizing.
Who?
That Paul guy.
Not everyone has every word completely dissected.
Okay. Because even I saw that as, why are they? I was questioning your person philosophy when I read it saying also a natural man. I mean, a natural person.
Yeah, exactly.
There's an artificial person and a natural person.
Yep.
So I was like, wait a second.
Yep.
So if it's saying natural, you think it's funny because then you think back to our food and how like a lot of our food says natural. Right. You know, this is natural chicken and all this stuff, and it's a lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't mean like organic.
Yeah.
Like what if they said organic? It would be like an organic man.
Well, organic has a stricter requirement to it than natural. Etymologically, natural breaks down to mean of God or from God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they say natural person,
that's a creation of God.
Yeah.
Can go and reach over into the Jural Society's game board of life.
Okay.
And select a silver thimble.
And wear their mask. Put their mask on and have
the symbol. The silver game board pieces are the masks.
Okay.
And that's why some legal dictionaries actually say, for under the definition of person, one of them actually says primarily a mask worn by a man, something like that. It actually says it.
Wow.
Yeah. Primarily a mask.
That definitely clears that up.
And that gets into the persona of the like Roman era Greek, actors on stages.
I was reading the persona definition in Black's as well, and it was like the characteristics that you personify almost in a sense.
Well, and personify. So you're taking on something that someone created.
Yeah.
and you're animating it.
It's like wearing a mask. That's
you're
like what you just
yeah,
are saying, the
yeah.
persona. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like that. We'll probably bring that up later in another video in the future, but what else? There was one more thing. Oh, I can't remember.
That we were talking about?
Yeah, I just had a thought of let's see the person. Oh shoot, no, I can't remember exactly what I was gonna mention.
Well, one thing that you mentioned when I first came in here was when someone hands you a $20 bill.
Oh, this is on a little different topic, but yeah. Me and Valerie started talking about the everything is inverted. I thought, whoa, okay, well, you want to really get a hard inversion. Just consider the fact that if I am going to give you a $20 bill.
A bill.
Now, who owes who?
Yeah.
So
you're charging me.
Yes.
You're handing me a bill.
Yeah.
That's just, to me, that's mind-blowing.
But then you just said a keyword also. So we're just going on a fun rant now. Like, you just used the keyword. You said that I'm charging you.
Yeah.
Well, charging, that's, we can't charge. That's like an electrical term. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why, like, we go to a poll to vote. Polls.
Okay.
You go to the polls to cast your vote.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So that you can elect Ricity, an elite. So you can elect Ricity.
Yeah.
A leader, right? It's all electric.
Come back to Twin Peaks.
It all goes back to Twin Peaks.
It does.
I think we are all living in a dream of David Lynch. It could be. It could be that David Lynch is the only true player character, and we are just imaginations of his in a gigantic dream world. That's why, yeah, it all comes back to David Lynch. He's like I swear he's like the ultimate occultist. He knows everything.
Yeah.
There's things of his I haven't decoded, and I've struggled. Like in the newest season of Twin Peaks, there's that glass box. He's waiting for, what would he be? He's waiting for? He's like waiting for the good Cooper to like come out. Or no, there's that weird. It's so creepy. I can't even begin to decode that yet.
No, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, we're getting pretty far off topic now. Much more to come. I'm sure this is probably already half an hour of person ranting. So yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't expect anyone to actually watch this.
Hey, you never know.
Because we have like 0 subscribers yet, but
subscribe to our channel.
Yeah. Enjoy some rants and learnings, guided by the Holy Spirit. Hopefully, we're just trying to be vessels for the Holy Spirit that is currently pouring out upon all flesh.
Yep.
In this new age of Aquarius, which is the water bearer pouring out water onto the earth.
Yeah.
Water representing the Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe a couple of years ago we entered Aquarius, and that's why it's like whoosh, we got this pouring out of the Holy Spirit, water from the water bearer. Interesting, right?
Very.
Yeah. Cool. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And that's it. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.